It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. Will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Throw out left. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, LA! A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And all deep in his own territory. Coughs up the football. And picked up by the Chargers.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. No, let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now the third-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And he's got it up and through.
That's the score. Chargers 14. Broncos nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Mahomes now on 1st down. Slings this deep from the... They got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 30.
That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Over the middle here to Brown. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's good for 28 yards.
Brought me to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now a give here to Pollard. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And that'll make it second and goal.
That makes no sense. You've got to understand your situations. You're in a goal-to-go situation, and instead you're dancing around, and instead of staying at least where you were, you end up losing yards for your team.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Forced out to his left. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterback's got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Field goal is good.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Charger drive about to get going. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
On third down, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And away in for a Charger touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 76 yards. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
At the 35-yard
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Second and very short. Mahomes. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Let it run, and it's picked. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. It's caught. Jones. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
At the 15-yard line.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Dancing to his left. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. Charger football to start quarter number 2. And we'll see what transpires as they're up against a 4th and inches.
Brett Maher on for the field goal. An 18-yard attempt.
The kick by Maher is good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you got all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end, and he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
At the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Marr on for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Chargers 31. Broncos 3.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, the answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
8 yards.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. From the 30 on second down, Mahomes. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, 43, 15.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. That one is slant to McLaurin. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Terry McLaurin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. $13 yards remaining on second down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Chargers 38. Broncos.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now the 3rd-year man from NC State, it's Jalen Samuels. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. That'll bring up 2nd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Quick throw, complete out wide here to Green. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 27-yard attempt.
The kick by Maher is good. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. On first down, Mahomes. He's got it over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Mahomes going to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A.J. Green with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct it on. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a carry for Jacobs. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he's out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards the pick up there. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Jacobs now, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Derek Wolfe there on the stop.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
The ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And big loss here as he's taken down. Devon Kennard able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Pollard, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and 1, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 45-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And I think the ball's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain. "3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Jones running on first down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 24, Jackson. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the play. They've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Josh Jacobs, his 11th touchdown on the year. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They'll run left with Pollard. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Kyle Rudolph. His second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos cut into that lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned him ending in a house call. But he got it, took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. That will be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard after the 39.
Derek Wolf.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
In punt formation.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt a moment ago, but that's really the first of about 8 steps that need to go right for them to get back in this as they start here 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Has it left side. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. It's a big play there for the Broncos. Give him 52 yards on the ground. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance. Now
here's Pollard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And they will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the 2-point try. Now here's Mahomes. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game.
Broncos 32.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Jacobs with a carry on 1st down as he'll get about 3 there before he's taken down.
The ball carrier.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
2 yards.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Kyle Fuller.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for L.A. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
By Kevin King.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. Pass incomplete.
Mahomes pass. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 3rd down. And 8 yards to go.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
And the Broncos 1st down.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st down, Broncos.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Buying time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Hassan Reddick, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
2nd down.
After the sack on 1st down, Mahomes, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
15-yard loss.
This one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
48.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So, for the Chargers, their hopes of a 500 season stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.